I'm Mindy. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the Anniversary Tag, which was created by Scott and Becky at the Bookish Bryants. And they tagged me about 7 months ago when they created the tag, and this will be going up Tuesday, June 1st, which is my second wedding anniversary. And I will insert some pictures of Jansen and I. Jansen and I had a lot of fun talking about these questions and coming up with answers, but he is not really looking to be on YouTube and doesn't want to be filmed, and I totally understand that. So I'm going to be sharing both of our answers for you today. And the first question is, name a book your significant other has suggested to you that you love. For me, the first book that he suggested to me that I loved and still love to this day is Ender's Game by Orson Scott Card. And this was the first sci-fi book that I ever read, and I fell in love with it. I love the coming of age young boy, and it focuses on video game training, and like the training in this book is amazing. And his answer, the book that he loved that I suggested, was the entire Locke and Key series by Joe Hill. I heard about this on BookTube, picked up the first volume, read it, and was completely hooked, and had to have the rest of them. And then I got Jansen to read the first one, and then he was completely hooked and read all of them. And he's usually not into the scary books, so this made me so happy. Okay. Question 2. Name a favorite romantic relationship in a book. Okay, so I went with Dean and Susanna from the Dark Tower series. I just love those characters so much. They are the best part of the series as a whole, I think. And it's just amazing that they are so meant for each other, where they would have never had a chance, never would have met in a normal timeline and world. They came from such different places and times, and they were just meant to be together. And they're really good for each other. I never thought I would mention this series on the internet, but Jansen's answer was... what are their names again? John and Alyssa from the John Blake Chronicles. Oh, it's called 3 Square Meals. And this is a really long online episodic sci-fi series. I believe it has a lot of different alien races, and apparently has a really good story, but it is also erotica. And he got the first couple of physical copies so that he can own them. Number 3. Name a book you would recommend to get to know you better. For me, I would say you should read The Fisherman by John Langan, because it's my favorite book, and it has a lot of things that I really love, like a bit of the scary, a bit of the fantastical. It's very dark, and also a whole lot of true, deep human emotion. Those are elements that I will always love in a book, and this one has all of it. So I thought that was a good choice. And Jansen's answer was Snow Crash by Neal Stephenson, just because this is one of his favorite books. It means a lot to him. It has been a big part of his life for a very long time. So he chose this as his defining book. Number 4, a book you keep coming back to every year. For me, that is the Game of Thrones series. I am always thinking about this series, thinking about characters, bringing up situations. They are featured in many videos. I am trying to reread the whole series for the first time, so I don't read it like every year, but it is definitely on my mind every year. Jansen's is Accelerando by Charles Stross, another sci-fi book. He's a big sci-fi person, and this would be the one he comes back to the most. Also, the most complicated book I've ever read in my life. As far as hard science, definitely hard science. Number 5. What is a book that gets better and better every time you read it? For me, that would be the Vampire Academy books by Rochelle Mead, specifically Shadow Kiss. This is book 3, and I reread these books a lot, and every time I read them, they get better and better. I have not lost my interest in them, so it's the only books I've been able to read that many times and not, get tired of. And Jansen's is Accelerando by Charles Stross, because there's a whole lot more you can get from them from this book, no matter how many times you read it. Number 6. What is the perfect book for an anniversary present? For Jansen, I would say the perfect book to get him would probably be the new awesome cover, hopefully hardback edition of Snow Crash that has come out recently. I love that digital design with a sword going through the middle. It's really cool. So that would probably be a good one for him. There is also a really beautiful new edition of Dune by Frank Herbert, so that would be another good choice. And his answer was one that he got me on one of our dating anniversaries a few years ago. And that was the first 2 editions of the Gryffindor Harry Potter series. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone and the Chamber of Secrets with the Gryffindor colors. The memory of the books is a bit tainted from recent events, and I did catch some of those awful comments on Twitter from the author of these books, but the sentimental value of receiving them as a gift will always be there, so that's good. And question 7, what book could you receive that would prove the gifter is a keeper? For me, I would say if they were willing to get me something creepy and scary or really, really out there. I like the strange, dark sci-fi, fantasy, and horror books. So if somebody bought me those, I would know that they really knew me. And Jansen's answer was anything that he rated 4 or 5 stars on his Goodreads, because that means that they put in a little bit of effort and research to find out what he likes. And he also wanted me to mention that he recently started his Goodreads because of how much I liked mine. So he started one, and I was trying to help him remember all of his favorite books, and he was rating a bunch of books, and we did it for an entire evening, and we both had a lot of fun with that. Quality time. Yes. So that was the anniversary tag. I hope you had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. I'm gonna go enjoy my 2-year anniversary. If you like this video, you can hit like and subscribe, and I'll be back every Tuesday, Thursday, and sometimes Sunday with another book-related video. Thanks. Bye.